Hello Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. My name is Maria Guyon and I am an intuitive business coach, a green witch and a tarot card reader, and I'm here to do your monthly reading for July 2021. So let's see what July 2021 has in store for you, Capricorn. Let's get cracking. I've made a few changes, you might notice, if you're not new to my channel. This is a very baby channel. I'm trying desperately to grow it, but I've made some changes. I'm experimenting all the time with new layouts, with new angles to film from, and so I've taken out the music that I had before, because even though it calmed my nerves, I found it a bit distracting when I watched the videos back, and I thought maybe you found it distracting too. So I've changed it a little bit. I'm also adding some new videos in, some new moon and full moon videos, and I will be doing astro weeklies from August onwards. Now, I will still be continuing to do this Celtic cross every month, because this for me is the reading that uncovers your blocks and helps you to understand what's preventing you achieving the success that you desire and deserve. So I'm going to start with a Work Your Light card from Rebecca Campbell. Oh, this is beautiful. This is the Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. I love these cards. I love the colours. I love this turquoise and pink sort of aesthetic that she has. This angelic figure almost at the front, surrounded by ancient goddesses. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read Rebecca's words from the books on this, and it's not a cop-out. It's just that she says everything so beautifully, and I can't possibly say it any better than Rebecca has. Rebecca says, the Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and to hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations, or in the little things like how you dress, to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. The Work Your Light action message is surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. What a fabulous message. Anything that's to do with being out in nature, I am behind 100%. My deity is Gaia, or Mother Earth, and that is who I feel so drawn to as a green witch. So that's your overall energy to go out there, create beauty this month, Capricorn, wherever you go. So let's have a look at the rest of your reading. I did also change the fact that I have pre-shuffled the cards and put them out, because we're busy. Business people are busy. And the last thing you want to have to do is sit and wait for half an hour for me to do the cards. If this is something that bothers you, if you would prefer to see me shuffle them, you know, live so that you can see that I'm shuffling them, please just let me know. But otherwise, I think this might be a better option. I'll shut up now because we're busy. Let's move on. So in your present, we've got the Page of Feathers, and this little guy is about exploration and discovery. He's about looking at new things. He's about seeing if there's anything that you need to change in your business. What's crossing you is the Star. Peace and healing. This is about recovering. This is about perhaps stripping everything back, about a bit of rebirth. And that might not necessarily be something that is an obstacle to you, but it could be slowing you down a little bit, the fact that you're considering redoing a few things. Your subconscious focus is the Seven of Acorns, which is about determination and stamina. It's also about feeling challenged, perhaps other people having a bit of a go at you, and, you know, taking your confidence a little bit. The Deep Healing, Childhood Distant Past card, we've got the Traveller, which is usually about a new start, but in this particular section I feel that it could be about innocence and naivety, about taking a leap of faith and perhaps falling flat on your face. In the recent past we've got the moon, imagination and perception. This is about shining a light on what's in the darkness as well. So you've been doing a bit of self-exploration here, Capricorn, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you've noticed a few things. You've been exploring yourself and you've noticed a few things that might need healing. Your conscious focus is the Ten of Acorns. This is about responsibility and dedication, and I feel that you feel duty bound almost to do some stuff, and maybe it's time to let go of a few of the responsibilities that you've been focusing on because you're doing too much. In the near future we've got the Queen of Acorns, so things get a bit better there. This Queen of Acorns it could be you, it could be somebody that's coming in. They're full of creativity, of optimism. They're a bit of a social butterfly, life and soul of the party. You know, they can have a slight dark side sometimes, which could relate to this Ten of Acorns and doing too much. You could be a little bit tired. Your external environment is the Wheel. You can't get a better card actually than that one for this, because this is all about change and possibility. There are possibilities and options available to you, and you just need to keep an eye out for them and grab them with both hands. Your hopes and fears are the Four of Feathers, which is about sanctuary and rest, and I get the feeling that that is what you're hoping for. Especially in conjunction with this Ten of Acorns, where I feel like you're taking on quite a lot of work and a lot of responsibility. It could even be family responsibility, and you just feel like you've about had enough. And your outcome is the Three of Crystals. This is about collaboration, growth, learning, productivity. There is a message here definitely coming through, and I will explain it in a second. And we have the animal spirit. How beautiful is that? That's little squirrel spirit that says, believe in yourself. So let's look at this overall reading. And I feel very much like, in fact I can almost feel the heaviness. I feel like there's a heaviness in this reading for some of you, that you probably thought to yourself, it's all lovely you saying to me, you know, share beauty and notice all the beauty around you, but I'm too busy. I can't be doing all this stuff. It's too much. I feel like what you've been doing here with this Page of Feathers is exploration and discovery. This is a message for you today to tell you that it is time to look at a new way. You need to be looking at a new way of doing things. Now this is about communication, this card, and I feel like it's time for you to stand up and start speaking about what it is that you need. I worry that perhaps what you've done is you've taken on a lot of work and a lot of burdens, and really you could share that burden, and it would make life easier for you if you got somebody around the house to help with chores, or if you had a new member of staff. I think you're looking for a way to relieve yourself of some of this burden that I feel like you're carrying. So the obstacle, or what's crossing you, is the star there. And I do feel like you are looking for some renewal. You're wanting to strip everything back. I think this is where your exploration comes in. I think you're looking for ways to ease the burden on yourself. Business is hard, you know, especially if you're a solopreneur where you are doing everything yourself. You know, you have 15 different hats. You know, you're marketing, you're advertising, you're creating, you're shipping, you know, I mean, there's so many things to do, and it's hardly any surprise that you're looking now for ways to kind of ease that burden a little bit. And this card, I feel, is telling you that it's time to strip it all back for your own peace of mind. It's time for you to start to recover from this craziness, this stress that you're under. This Seven of Acorns in the root of the problem, or the subconscious, also kind of fits in with this, because it feels like you are fighting for everything you've got. You feel very challenged. Sometimes this is about people who don't agree with what you're doing, and, you know, tall poppy syndrome, where people try to cut you down because of what you're trying to do. But I don't feel like this is your problem here. I think actually, if you look at the card, it's determination and stamina, and I feel like it's the stamina situation. I think subconsciously you're trying to focus on keeping moving forward, and you're finding it increasingly difficult. So what needs healing? We've got the Traveller, which is about adventure and potential generally, but I feel like this is actually about you needing or having a new beginning. Actually, I think I'll clarify this card, because I'm not sure how he fits with what needs healing. I feel like you desperately want to change. You want a new start. But why? Why are you prevented from having a new start? What needs to heal before you get this new start? Can you clarify, Spirit, for Capricorn? What needs to heal before they can have their new start? I've got 4 cards that jumped out. The first one is the Tower. So what happened there is my question. Something happened, a big change. Something happened that, you know, it made a massive difference to you. It was a catalyst for something. It is a sign that better times are coming. It's also about release and revelation. I feel like you want this new adventure. And I feel like this isn't something that's happened in your distant past. I think this is something that you, some of you, it might be distant past, where you wanted a new start and something happened. Something was a massive catalyst for the change. But I feel like for some of you, it's not that at all. I feel like for some of you, you desperately want this new start. But something in your past needs healing before you can actually have that new start. There needs to be a change. Something has to change for you to start getting the new start that you want, or something did change in the past that allowed you a clean slate to move forward. The second card I got here, I mean, this is giant life lessons without a doubt, because we've got another major arcana. We've got the Lovers card, and this is about choices. It can be about trust. So for some of you, it could be that the Tower moment came when you discovered that somebody wasn't very trustworthy, and you maybe lost something, or, you know, I don't know, you maybe made a choice. You had to make a choice on something because of what had happened. And I feel like there needs to be a choice made today, now. You need to choose how you're going to go along with this. This can be about being in alignment as well. Is it possible that the Tower moment has been when you've discovered that the way that you're running your business, or that your business itself, is not in alignment with who you truly are? There's definitely a big message going on here. I then got the 8 of Pentacles, which is about dedication and progress. It's about you really honing your craft. There he is, you know, he's been cutting these stars, these pentacles into these discs, and he's an expert at this now. So is it that you had a choice to make, to either change skill, or dedicate yourself to the skill, or learn more skills in whatever it is that you're doing in order to get to this? And I have the 10 of Cups there, which is all about completions, about ending old stuff and getting the new start that you so desperately want. There are 2 options here. For some of you, this is about the past, and you having a Tower moment that changed everything. And it could have been due to a trust issue, or you had a choice to make. And you made the choice to hone your skills and get on with things, and that brought about the ending or a new beginning that you wanted. However, my feeling is that this is actually advice for you now, in that whatever it is that was blocking you, and it could be that Tower moment where everything changed, you have a choice to make, and your choice is to hone your skills, become confident in your skills, and then you will reach this ending that you crave, this happy family here, that everybody's really happy and emotionally fulfilled. It's a good ending and a new beginning. So in the recent past, in the last 3 to 6 months, we've got the moon, and the moon is illuminating your subconscious. She's lighting up there what it is that is going on for you. You are seeing things a little bit differently, and that could be why that you've gone on this healing journey, this decision to strip everything back and start over. Flipping hate these ponies. Your conscious focus is the 10 of Acorns, and this, I feel, is a key to a lot of this. I think you're trying to focus on your productivity. I think you're trying so hard. This is the donkey, look. I mean, he's so beautiful, but he takes too much on. He's carrying so many burdens and so many responsibilities, and I feel that might be what you're doing. I think you kind of, maybe you've mistaken productivity for just taking on more and more responsibility, and that isn't really how it works in business. Sometimes by taking on more, you achieve less, and I feel like this focus needs to change. Spirit, how do we need to change Capricorn's focus in order to get... Oh, that's interesting. We got the Sun straight out, another major arcana. This is about finding freedom. It's about success, and it's about having fun, and it's telling you now to stop burdening yourself and to actually start having a bit more fun, to be a bit more passionate about what it is you're doing, which leads so easily into this Queen of Acorns, who is one of my favourite cards actually in the business readings. I think she's amazing. She's about passion, creativity. She's a social butterfly. She is the life and soul of the party, and I think that's what you're going to be if you release all of this. That's the overall message that I'm getting for you, that it's time for you to release a lot of this stuff, because it's just weighing you down. I can kind of feel it in my stomach, that you're just so heavy, and you're quite tired. I feel like this is you know, you've been putting everything into stuff. You know, I mean, normally I look at this as sometimes it can be a quite deep trauma, and I don't think it is a deep trauma. I think it's you wanting desperately for this new start and struggling with it. You've never really been able to get this new start going, but you can. And I'm being drawn by Spirit to point out this believe in yourself card here, because part of this indecision is a feeling that perhaps you aren't an expert enough at what you do. So it could be, especially in line with the Page of Feathers, that you do need to do a bit more learning. There could be a course that you need to go on that will improve what you're doing and make life easier for you. Because that would make sense in line with the exploration and discovery of how you can lighten your load, or how you can have some self-belief and confidence in yourself. So I do feel like you need to perhaps go back and study something. Normally I'm a bit conflicted, shall we say, about the studying stuff, because some people will do more and more courses over and over and over as an excuse to kind of procrastinate, and we call it procrastilearning, where we say, well, I'll just do another course and then I'll be ready, or I'll just do this course and then I'll be ready. And people do course after course after course after course and still never feel ready, because they're not really doing the inner work. They haven't got the self-belief that they can do what it is they want to do without having all these qualifications. But I do feel like Spirit is guiding you today towards doing a qualification that might actually make you feel more confident in what you're doing. So yeah, just be careful of the procrastilearning, but if you feel that there's a course you need to do that would make you feel more confident in yourself, then crack on and do it, by all means. So we got back to this external environment here, which is the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about change and possibility, and I feel like around you you've got a lot of opportunities coming in. There's plenty for you. And again, Spirit is leading me back to this believe in yourself message. Sometimes we see opportunities and we talk ourselves out of them because we think we're not ready, we're not qualified enough, we we haven't got enough experience. You know, our inner bitch, this voice we have in our head, tells us all the reasons why we can't do things, and we have to kind of turn that on its head and go, well, what if I succeed? What if I can do this? What if I am experienced enough? What if I do have enough qualifications? And that's kind of how I want you to view these possibilities now. Capricorn. Don't, and my partner, my husband, has been applying for certain jobs recently. And sometimes he'll come back to me and he'll go, oh, I'm not qualified for that job, but it's the one thing I don't have. I don't have this particular qualification in X, Y, and Z, but I fulfill all the other criteria. So we usually say, well, just stick the CV anyway and see what happens. And sometimes he will get a job interview back despite the fact that he doesn't have this exact qualification that he needed. He was supposed to have some sort of degree in IT before he did the last contract that he fulfilled. It didn't matter to them in the end because he fulfilled every other criteria. And maybe that's what's going on with you. Maybe, you're worrying about whether you've got enough experience or enough qualifications, when actually the person that, who might become a client doesn't care in the end. They are attracted to you because, you're this charismatic person, this life and soul of the party. You're full of passion and creativity. And that could be what attracts them to you, over and above what qualifications and other stuff that you've got. So think carefully, don't talk yourself out of stuff. Don't overthink things, Capricorn. Hopes and fears. And I feel like this really does tie in with all this hard work you've been doing, that you would like to feel easier about your business. I think you would like to think, I can have a couple of days off, or I can have a holiday, and I don't need to feel so burdened with everything that is going on in this business. And that is what this Sun card is telling you. Drop these burdens a little bit. Free yourself. It's time to be free. I mean, look at this little guy sitting on the back of the horse there. He's just he's just so full of it, isn't he? He's like, his arms are spread wide. He's so happy. And he's just riding off into the sunset, and he just feels good about everything. And your business, what I'm trying to get through to people is that business doesn't have to be miserable. We all have ups and downs. I'm going to get on my preachy box now. But we all have ups and downs in our businesses. We all have times where we are extremely busy, where stressful things occur. I mean, to be quite honest with you, this whole Brexit thing has been a nightmare with stuff like postage and that sort of thing. And it's been deeply stressful for a lot of people about these taxes, customs fees. There's new legislation that's just coming in Europe about how, you're going to have to pay VAT on certain things. I have a client who works in collectibles, and their community is having a fit because if your collectible item is classed as a toy, it then comes under a different category, and then it can be scrapped or destroyed if it's not found to have all the right classifications. I don't know all the ins and outs of it, but it's just been a massive stress. And so, periodically there will always be times of stress in business, without a doubt. But that doesn't mean that your business has to always be miserable. If you're miserable in your business, it's time to strip it back and work out why. What can you give up? What can you change? Shine the light on it, because it needs to change. Don't be miserable. You should find happiness in your business. You should feel free. You didn't stop working for other people in order to feel burdened and completely down about it. You did it because you wanted your own freedom. You wanted the financial freedom to do what it is you want, or freedom to stay at home with your family, or whatever it was. Or maybe you've always fancied it because it was a hobby that you had, and you thought, well, maybe I could make a business out of it. And maybe the pandemic situation has given you that opportunity. But for whatever reason you started your business, it shouldn't be a misery to you. It shouldn't be total stress. It shouldn't. Spirit is saying to me, if your business is total stress like that, then maybe it's time for you to stop and work for somebody else. And that sounds a bit harsh, actually, but that's what Spirit said. That if it's not fun for you, if it doesn't feel like fun, then perhaps a rethink is needed. And then we have this outcome, which is the Three of Crystals, which is about collaboration and productivity. And I'm wondering, actually, if this is about... it talks about planning and growth and skills and learning, again, this card. And I feel like if, for some of you, going back to school and learning, or doing an online course, or whatever it is that you need to do, will help you with your productivity. But for some of you, I feel like collaboration might be the key word there, in that, you need help with some of this stuff. And perhaps you know, your rethinking the situation will guide you towards hiring somebody else, even if it's just a virtual assistant for a couple of hours a week, just to take some of the burden from you. You know, maybe they could handle customer relations, or, you know, they could just deal with your emails every morning, or, you know, manage your social media, whatever that is. But I feel like that is a good way of helping you get to this sanctuary and rest that you seek. Because I just feel so burdened, and I do think that it's important for you. I wanted to clarify it, and I've got the Four of Pentacles there, which is about being in control. It's about organisation, security, and I feel that this is definitely what you need. I think you need to look at the organisation of your business and find out where the bottlenecks are, and where you could get somebody else to take some of the burdens from you. And I believe it will lead to your ultimate success. I think it will help you. I think you'll find you have more time to rest, which will in turn make you more productive and creative. I swear to you it will. Because when you're working, you know, 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, you start to lose your sparkle. You start to lose what this Queen of Acorns represents, this charisma, this creativity, this passion. Your passion for your business gets lost if you're not really taking time for yourself. And I feel that that's really what you need to do. Take some time, like Rebecca says with this card. Go out in nature a bit. You know, can you walk in the woods and just replenish yourself? Just relax. Just take a step back from it all. So overall, this is a pretty good reading, to be fair. I think it is just really about you doing some internal work and looking at what you could change. What can you strip back? This star is telling you what can you do to find the peace that you need, to be able to rest, to be able to calm down. And I'm just being told, if this is about money, that burning yourself out will not earn you any money any faster. That, you know, I know the temptation to say, oh my God, I can't stop because I need money, and if I stop then I'm not earning anything. But your brain is not designed for you to be working 24/7. It just isn't. You need a break, and you need to just sit for a moment. You know, take the weekend off and then reevaluate what is going on in your business. What can you let go of altogether? You know, what can you delete? All the tasks. There's an exercise actually that is just coming to mind where you have to write down and brainstorm every single task that you do in your business, or that your business requires from somebody. So your marketing, posting on social media, writing guest posts on blogs, writing for magazines, sending products out or services out, accounting stuff, all those silly little things, you know, customer service, answering emails, writing an email newsletter, all the things that you have to do for your business. You should brainstorm them and write them all down. And all the things that you're currently doing in your business, you should write them all down in your journal, and then look at them one by one. Which of them are totally necessary and must be done by you? Which of them are totally necessary but could be done by somebody else? Which of them are not necessary at all and could be deleted? Which of them are only moderately necessary and you could make a decision either not to continue with them or to allow somebody else to do it for you? You know, just really look at what can you do, what can you get rid of, what can you delegate, what can you delete, what can you defer? Can you save some of this stuff till later? Do you have to do everything all at once? Or can you say, well, actually, I'm going to make this thing, but I could leave it another 3-6 months. I don't need to do it now. And that's a good way of getting started organising yourself. But take a break first. Clear your mind first. Go and walk out in nature. Walk by the beach, by a river, in the woods, wherever it is. Just sit in the garden even. You know, with a nice glass of water. Sit in the garden and appreciate your situation. Appreciate nature. And then start to think about organising. And then if it comes to it and you think, well, actually, there are a couple of things here where I feel like I'm lacking confidence and there's some stuff I need to learn, go and learn it. But again, that slight warning about don't procrastilearn and use it as a method of not getting on with things, you know, feeling not ready, because you are ready. You are ready. You need to believe in yourself. Like Mr. Squirrel says here, believe in yourself because you are ready. And then I feel like by doing all that, you will get your passion and creativity back. You will see some new opportunities. You will get a chance to have some rest. And then you'll feel organised. You'll be productive. You'll either have brought people into your business to help you, or you'll have cut your workload such that, you know, your productivity just rises. So I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. What a fun reading. I can see such a great outcome for you if you follow the energies of this reading. You know, I do. Let me know in the comments as well. What's going on? What are you struggling with? Let me know, because I might be able to find some stuff that I can send you that will help. So do let me know in the comments. This isn't a one-sided conversation. You can talk back to me. I'm real and I'm here. So Capricorn, that's me signing out with love and magic always. I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.